This video is brought to you by Scopeic.com. Get yours now.
Hey guys, this is Phil from Untitled.com. Today we're going to take a look at the Galaxy J3 2016. Now, Samsung is streamlining their lineup. They're starting from the Galaxy Note, S, A, and J. So J3 is somewhere in the lower half of the tiers. So let's take a look at it. As you can see from the packaging, it's totally made from the paper, so you can see that it's never a premium phone. It's selling at around 200 bucks, slightly ups and downs, but depending on the regions, the specs differ a little bit. Now, there's a seal over here, so we're gonna cut that through. And this is not exactly a fancy handset. There's a slight lower spec parts where it only has a HD resolution, and it's got a quad-core processor along with 1.5 gigabyte of RAM. It has different specs depending on the region. If you're living in Asia, there's a 5 inches of a HD display, 8 megapixels of rear camera, 5 megapixels of a front-facing camera, along with 1.2 gigahertz of quad-core processor, 1.5 gigabyte of RAM, and 8 gigabyte of storage, and 2600 milliamps of battery. And if you're living in Europe, South America, or Vietnam, apparently Vietnam doesn't belong in the Asia territory in the Galaxy J3 arena. If you're living in those areas, you'll get a 1.5 gigahertz of quad-core processor. And if you're living in India, then you'll be treated with S-Bike mode that ensures you safe bike experiences and ultra data saving mode. And if you're living in North America, more specifically in United States with Virgin Mobile or Boost, then you will have a 5 megapixels and 2 megapixels of front-facing camera, which is noticeably downgraded from the other regions. And also you'll get a 1.2 gigahertz of quad-core and Android Lollipop compared to the Android Marshmallow that is installed on the other regions. Now here's an earphones, and this pair of headphones doesn't really look premium, but considering the price, I'm actually glad that they included one, because some other manufacturers like Motorola don't even include one. So here's a micro USB cable along with the power adapter, a little charger over here that outputs at 1 amps. Now, it seems like it's going to take a while to charge this guy. 2600 milliamps to be charged with 1 amps, and doesn't really sound quick. Here's a little battery here. This is a 2600 milliamps cell, so you can replace that. This is a replaceable battery, and it's not exactly popular these days. A lot of phones come with the built-in battery. Now this guy replaceable. You can see that it's got a two-tone design over here. The bezel is colored with the black, and the other is white. Depending on the region, you might be able to get the other colors of the handset. Now, we're living in South Korea, and we only are treated with the white color. And as you can see, the battery cover is removable, so we can install the battery right away. Just like that. And on the back, you see the SD card slot along with the micro SIM card slot. So we're going to close the battery cover back on and power it on while we're doing so. So Samsung is updating all those A series and the J series with the 2016 labeling. They're upgrading the specs a little bit. They are installing the latest operating system and better screen and so on, and more importantly, better battery capacity. So if you want to compare that with the Galaxy A3, which is about 100 bucks more expensive than the J3, they have similar specs. They both have 1.5 gigabytes of RAM and the quad-core processor. J3's got slightly larger screen, and J3's got a slightly larger battery capacity as well. But obviously the Galaxy A3 has all metal design along with the glass front and back, while the J3 is mainly carved out of the plastic, as you see right here. While we are talking about that, we can skip to get into the basic settings. We are here with the Android Marshmallow. Alright, so here we are at the launcher. As you can see, it's got the Samsung TouchWiz user interface, and apparently it seems like it's got an Android Marshmallow. Let's take a closer look over there. And yes, it does have Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow built in. Again, in some unfortunate regions like United States, they come with the Android Lollipop, so hopefully they'll come with the updates soon, sooner or later, so we'll hope for that. So that's the basics of the Galaxy J3. Now, they were saying that they added the quick camera launch like they did with the Galaxy S series, so you can tap twice on the home key and you're taken directly to the camera twice, just like that. All right, so that's a quick camera launch. We'll see how this lower tier phone works. It's got a quad-core processor, again, depending on the region, 1.2 gigahertz or 1.5 gigahertz. 1.5 gigabyte of RAM, that's not exactly the high specs that you can get in the market right now, so we'll take a look. We'll try to use it and determine how it works or how it performs, and we'll get back with the review sooner or later, hopefully sooner. Thank you always for watching. This was Galaxy J3 2016 edition, and you can meet us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. We'll see you guys later. Ciao!